this seminar. I'm very happy because it's a chance for me to reconnect with my old colleague and very good friend, Harold. I never cease, I've known him for many, many years, but I never cease to learn things from what he said and what he says. And so I was very, thank you for the great presentation. I was also pleased that Santosh was here. I've just moved to India. And I continue to learn in the couple of times that we've had interactions in the past couple of weeks about the issues in this country. Let me just make 3 points because I think that you'll want to have some discussion with the floor as well. One is, I think, far be it from me to disagree with Harold. So the first thing I need to say is that I agree with this basic message that nutrition-sensitive social protection is complementary to nutrition-specific interventions. And that's something I think that resonates very well. Just as he was talking, one of the main things he stressed was the very fact that the great thing about SP programs is that they're very well targeted. And I was thinking that one of the reasons perhaps that that's a very good vehicle for nutrition is that they're so well targeted that my guess is that the issue of overnutrition and obesity may not be as big a problem the better targeted you are. You spoke a little bit about heterogeneity of outcomes, and that's a guess. I don't have any research on that, but that the overnutrition comes if programs are not well targeted and they are having an impact more on not the poorest of the poor. I think there are a couple of challenges to doing this. One is implementation. Social safety nets, as Harold mentioned, try to reach a variety of objectives. Okay. And nutrition is not often at the top of the list of those objectives. I've worked a lot on conditional cash transfer programs around the world. And what does it mean to make a CCT, conditional cash transfer program, be nutrition sensitive? What I found in several of these countries is that there's a lineup of ministries and programs that want to impose more conditions specific to their outcomes, such as education, such as health, and then nutrition is somewhere down the line. And the capacity of countries to actually make sure that the conditions are met is relatively low. And it's improving, but it's a task to be had. So one challenge, I think, in trying to make something that is trying to make a program be more nutrition sensitive as opposed to being more generally targeted towards the poor is implementation capacity of countries to do that. The other is that something that Harold alluded to is the efficiency equity trade-off. A lot of these social safety net programs, social protection programs, as Harold mentioned, have a specific objective of is this the best way to reach the poor and alleviate poverty? That's the metric against this they're being held against. A nutrition program might have a different question. Is this the best way to make sure that you're addressing the nutrition needs, especially of young children, in terms of the amount of money you spend relative to that outcome? And it's quite possible that when the SP programmers think of this, they will come up with a different outcome if they want to make this program be more nutrition sensitive relative to all the other things that they have to do. The second challenge is, and Harold alluded to this as well, is that there are still big research gaps out there, which is why I'm so pleased that this seminar is addressing some of these challenges. Because one of the things I hope we'll see in the future is that in some of the results that Harold mentioned. When he goes up there, it won't just be outcomes of Latin American countries, but also outcomes in India and many other poor countries, where some of those, the effects of, for example, cash transfers on stunting may be different because these countries may be poorer. And again, the heterogeneity that he mentioned. Another research challenge is the fact that there's been a recent systematic review done by the World Bank's Independent Evaluation Group of Social Protection and Gender, and they find that there's very little evidence of the effect of social cash transfer programs, for example, on males versus females. And that's a big gap, especially in a country like India, where there's a lot of concern about the nutritional status of women, especially young women who are about to give birth. There's some information, for example, on South Africa, a very famous randomized control trial that said that girls who live with grandparents who have pensions have better nutritional outcomes than boys do, but there are very few of these gender-specific indicators. So one of the big research challenges, I think, is to make sure that in the future the work that's done is more gender sensitive as well. So with that, let me finish, because as a member of an organization that funds research and stimulates research, having a closing message that more research is needed is the appropriate way to do so. Thanks.